Hey, welcome back to Up and Smoke, all about barbecue. I'm Becky, and I have a roast that I am getting ready to smoke. This is one of our roasts from Mesquite Acres, and it already came beautifully tied up for me, so that helps it keep its shape while it's cooking, helps it cook evenly. But I'm gonna start with a rub that has become my favorite to use on like prime rib roast at Christmas time. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up for this roast too. So what I'm started with is I have half of a large shallot, just roughly chopped up. And then I've also got 4 to 6 cloves of garlic. It just depends on their size, because sometimes you get those little teeny cloves and sometimes you get the really big cloves. So I'm gonna put these into my blender to start. Ooh. And try to not throw them all over the counter. There we go. Then I'll start with some of my herbs and seasonings. I've got rosemary that I'm going to put about a full tablespoon of this in. Then got some oregano, just going to do about half a tablespoon of this. There we go. Then a little sage. This is the dried and rubbed sage, and you can absolutely use fresh herbs if you have a little lovely herb garden, which I don't because I don't have a green thumb. So this is some thyme. I'm also going to put about half a tablespoon of this in, and then I'm going to just put in a little salt and pepper to taste. I know my favorite taster likes his salt, so I gotta make sure I got a lot of salt in there. I like my pepper, so I'm gonna get a good amount. I'm actually gonna use the other bigger side. Woo! Get some nice pepper in there. And going to start kind of blending this up a little bit, and then I'm gonna slowly drizzle in some olive oil. I've got about 4 tablespoons measured out here, but we're gonna see, I just want it to start to come together nicely and make a nice little paste. So I may not use all 4 tablespoons. We'll see. Woo. The sun's coming out. There we go. Get a little scraper, check this out here, see how this is looking in here. Try to get some of this off the sides. And it's going to need a little more olive oil. Don't want too much. I don't want it too runny. I want it to just be like a nice paste, like I said, when I rub it onto the roast. And I'm actually going to go ahead and pour a little more in while I've got it open. So far we have used all 4 tablespoons. Might even need a little more. It just depends, like I said, on how it looks. Just blend it a little more. Check this out. Make sure those lovely blades stop moving. There we go. Oh, this is smelling really good. Smelling very fragrant with that shallot in there. And see, just a couple more little whizzes around, and then I'll be ready to pour this into my bowl. Okay, so now I'm ready to start applying my lovely little paste all over my nice roast. Like I said, I'm just going to keep that net on there and just kind of gently pat this in all around. And flip it over. And what I'm actually going to do is, this is just the bottom of a little broiler pan from my oven, and I just wrapped it in some heavy duty foil. One, because it might be over the flames at some point when I need to open my lid and I don't want it to get burned. And too, I want this little pan to help catch some of the juices from this roast, because it's a grass-fed and finished. It's going to be a little bit lean, and I want to catch all that lovely au jus, and we may actually go out and baste it at some point. So then, just going to finish this up, and we'll be out at the grill. Okay, so our Old Smokey is right about 225, and I'm going to put this on. I've got some nice mesquite wood in there. I've got a little bit of a water pan down there working, get us some nice steam that will help attract our smoke to our meat. And then I am just going to put a thermometer probe in this thickest end. Get it in there. Ooh, there we go. And we'll keep an eye on that. Make sure I leave behind the garlic and the shallot. Then we'll come out and check it probably in a little while, see if we need to baste it. May or may not. We'll just see how it goes. Otherwise, I'm going to cook it up to probably about medium 140 range, just like I would do for a prime rib. And there we go. We're set for now. Okay, so roast is ready. It's right about that medium range and looking good. We got some of our lovely au jus down there. So I'm just going to get my thermometer out of here and then take this in, and I'm gonna tent some foil over it and let it rest for just about 30 minutes before we go ahead and cut into this and give it a taste. Okay, so we have rested our lovely smelling roast. Smells really good in here.
Oh my.
And my favorite taster came in just in time to come taste. Just came in the house a little while ago.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna be real open and honest here. I have never tied a roast before when I cooked it. Always just cooked it straight out of the package. So what I hear is it makes a lovely presentation then when you go to carve it too. So we're gonna find out. So I've got we're gonna figure this out. I've got some scissors handy just in case too, and we'll cut all the way through and pull off. Don't eat the twine.
Oh, I'll try not to.
And I did this rare.
Ooh.
So it looks nice and juicy.
It does.
We've got a little of our au jus. Hopefully it's not too rare. It said it was rare.
I like my meat to almost moo.
Almost moo. This is mooing. This is almost
that actually, that looks really good. Hold on, I got to get on the other side here.
Almost mooing.
Oh, that looks perfect. Are you kidding?
It's actually, you know, like I've said, oh look, this is going to pull just nicely away. You know what? Give me your fork.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I need 2 forks for this, I think.
Is this a 2-fork procedure?
Double forked. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Will this pull off?
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Cool.
So.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Looks good.
You know. Smells amazing.
Smells good. And
look at
we like beef more and more rare all the time, it seems like.
I always have food with my salt.
Gotta have the salt.
I'm jumping right in.
Yeah, this is fun.
Holy cow.
Right ahead. Ha ha, no pun intended.
Oh, no, no pun intended, that's right.
So, let's see.
I need a sharper steak knife.
So I've done, uh-oh, that one's not working.
You know, I think it's time that we retire these old ones.
We've only had them, actually, you had them when we got married. They're the bachelor knives. So, is it okay, I'm guessing?
Oh.
I'm trying to get mine.
This is awesome.
Off the twine here. Oh, this came apart.
This is
So it's got a little bit
phenomenal.
of smoke that I can see on it. A little bit of a smoke
And this is
ring.
roast,
This
right?
is roast. This is just like a, now I can't remember which it was, chuck roast or rump roast. So yeah, I've done a few roasts. My favorite one is prime rib. Do that on Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Done a few other roasts like this, and often not been as happy with them because they seem to dry out even when I do them just up to medium.
No problems with this one.
This one looks pretty good. Got a little gristle working in here on this piece.
Very moist. Being a roast, it's not as melt in your mouth, tender, but not bad at all. Flavor is off the hook as usual. I'm enjoying this, baby.
Good. This one. Is you?
Yeah.
Didn't need to.
Give me the juice.
Didn't need to baste it. After all, it was doing nicely.
You liking the
I
juice?
checked it about an hour. Yeah, give me a little of that.
So, you like the juice? SNL reference, I think.
Is
All
that?
right. I believe so.
I don't remember that one.
I think that was from the 80s. Anyways, I'll have to go look for it on YouTube later. This is awesome.
It's good. I think my favorite roast still is like prime rib or rib roast.
Well, this ain't bad.
Definitely. This is a little more medium rare than it was reading on the temperature, which is interesting.
I think it's cooked to perfection,
But
personally.
I love this particular rub for roasts, and it works even better if you don't pour half the olive oil down the outside of the blender.
Yeah.
Oops. That's okay. I can make fun of myself. And if you start with maybe a tablespoon in the blender too to help it, but
Now that bite was melt in your mouth.
was it? So, yeah, roast on the Old Smokey, and the Old Smokey performed well.
Yep. It's
It,
starting to become your favorite tool, I think.
It kind of is. It's interesting. I will admit, when this one wanted me to get one and start using it, I was like, really? An Old Smokey? I don't think I'm going to like it that much. And because it's just a very straightforward, simple,
Very
little
simple.
grill.
Old
and
school.
it actually holds its temperature better than I expected. I was worried
Yep.
being all steel, metal, stainless steel, whatever
Yeah.
it is. Because it's not aluminum, obviously.
Nope.
But
It's aluminized steel, is I
Aluminized
think
steel.
what the factory calls it. And
Yeah.
it was $55 delivered on HomeDepot.com. I
Is
mean,
that it?
come
I thought it was
on.
50, but yeah, either way.
Yeah, well, with tax and all that. And
Right,
it was
right.
free shipping.
Yeah, it holds its temperature. I thought, oh no, maybe, in our South Texas heat, maybe it'd get even hotter because, the metal would heat up more or something. I don't know. But it actually performed really well and has been performing really well. And it's the perfect size for some beer can chicken or some root beer can chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Too, which is something else. Root beer can chicken with a root beer barbecue sauce. Yeah. So, I think this is done.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Thank you so much for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe, and we will see you next time.